Good morning, students. For your next natural science class, we will be continuing with biodiversity. Disclaimer. The work to be done during this PowerPoint and video presentation covers the work for Term 1 for Natural Science in Grade 7. Diversity of animals. Invertebrates. What are the differences between arthropods and mollusks? Arthropods are the most common animal on the planet. They make up more than 3/4 of the animal kingdom, and there are over 1 million species of arthropods. Arthropods have a hard exoskeleton. Their bodies are segmented to allow for movement. They have jointed legs, which is how they got their name. Arthropod means jointed leg. Next we have mollusks. All mollusks have soft bodies. The name comes from the Latin word mollus, which means soft or tender. Some mollusks have a hard outer shell to protect their soft bodies. Mollusks do not have backbones, nor do they have hard skeletons. The fluid that they contain supports their bodies in what is called a hydrostic skeleton. Mollusks can live on land or in water. Most mollusks live in the sea, but many have become adapted to living in fresh water and on land. Some have gills, while others have lungs. List the distinguishing characteristics of invertebrates. Insects. Insects have an exoskeleton. An insect's head has a pair of antennae and a pair of compound eyes. Compound eyes have many lenses for each eye. This differs from simple eyes, which have only one lens. A grasshopper is an insect with 3 simple eyes, as well as its 2 compound eyes. Insects have 6 legs that are located at the thorax and are used for walking, swimming, jumping, and digging. The thorax may also have wings for flying. Insects don't have lungs, but they do have a series of tubes for gaseous exchange in their bodies. Air enters the insect's body through the spiracles. The insect's hard exoskeleton makes it difficult for the insect to grow. Many insects will shed their exoskeleton when they are growing and grow a new, larger exoskeleton. This process will stop when the insect is fully grown. Arachnids. Arachnids have a hard exoskeleton and jointed appendages for walking. The bodies of arachnids consist of 2 parts. Arachnids have 8 legs and all the legs are used for walking. Many arachnids, such as spiders, can produce silk threads to spin webs for catching prey and for building an egg sac to hold and protect their eggs. Arachnids have book lungs, which take in air from openings called spiracles. Crustacean. Crustaceans spend most of their time in water. They have 5 pairs of jointed legs with the front pair adapted to form pincers for catching and eating prey. Crustaceans, such as the crab, have a hard exoskeleton. Crustaceans have gills for breathing as they live in an aquatic ecosystem. Crustaceans have compound eyes that are short stalks at the front of the cephalothorax. The land snail. The land snail is an example of a mollusk that you may have seen in your local area. Snails like to live in damp, shady places where there are many plants to eat. Snails enjoy warm, moist weather. They do not like direct sunlight because the heat of the sun can dry out their soft, fluid-filled bodies. Their internal organs are protected by a shell, which has 4 to 5 spirals. There is an opening for breathing that leads into the visceral hump. Air moves into this cavity with all its blood vessels, which allow oxygen to be absorbed by the body. There are slime glands behind the mouth, which spread slime across the foot and help the snail to move more easily. This is the end of this lesson, but before you go, please read through the various steps that you must follow to make your virtual schooling a success.